The struggle got me stressing, going back and forth. I'm back and forth to court, really fun line for war. Black mama on the court, pull up the score. From the belly of the jungle, wanna take a tour? From the
Hey, yo, what's happening, man? This is your host, Most the Great. Daily $8 Short News. Tap that, like that, share that, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. We on the road to 1,000. Wow. Let's run these numbers up, man. Let's do this. We are the greatest. And on today's topic, we are talking about a subject that's kind of, it's going to ruffle some feathers. But that's what we do over here at the Most TV Network, man. So without any further ado, I'm going to let y'all check out this commentary, and I'm going to give my take on it. Let's go.
Having white women. What?
Okay, I just need to set the record straight so that, because he said white women in general, and this whole thing is a general thing. So let me be real about this. This is the ideal white. This is the submissive. Her submission leader is going to be high, right? Loyalty, that depends. That depends if the money come, the money go, things like that. This is her right here. She's not a divorcer. She's going to stay down. She's going to be there for you. These are the ones that can get her, okay? Her father's not going to let this happen. Not on his watch unless you're one of these, okay? So this is the Uncle Tom. This is like, he's very clean cut. He has a high job, maybe in IT, government, maybe a politician, something like that. See the no facial, like he's very clean, okay? Or a D1 athlete because he got the bag, or a black that generally has a high bag. That's it. She is not going to mess with you unless you're in this, generally speaking, because otherwise the father got to make sure this don't happen, okay? So here are the white women that you can get. You got Black Mendicer's favorite, the overweight one. We got the white trailer trash one. You can have her. Okay, that's fine. You got the EDM one, Raver. You can have her. Her body count is going to be crazy, but she could be prettier, you know, whatever, good personality, but she's going to have a crazy body count. We don't know about that. He can get her right here, you know, the blue hair, liberal, whatever. Loyalty is going to be crazy. Like as far as she can be anywhere. She could be an alien tomorrow. You know, he can get her to punk ride the girl with all the tats, but he normally goes for her, okay? She's going to be pretty basic, pretty middle class. Submission is going to be around here to here. Loyalty, this is very low. You want to tell me why? Want me to tell you why? This right here is why. This is her husband, okay? This is who she ends up marrying. He's been divorced like 3 times. Why is he out the Philippines grabbing another wife? Because the moment she feels like you're not her ideal partner, she's gone. So she's great, right? And this is the ones that are acceptable. She's probably lower middle class to middle class, don't really dress like that, whatever. She loves divorce, loves the divorce. So the guy who made the video, this was him in high school, I already know. He's a dork, not a lot of ebonics going on, not a lot of black language going on. You know, that's him. This is the girl, so he got burnt by this. He said all black girls didn't want me, F black women, they didn't want me. That's not true. He could get her, and he can get her. He had choices, okay? But because she didn't want him, he's burnt. So now it's his job to tear down all black women. So he has to categorize them all as these. This is a lower class black woman. This is black woman with a lot of money. They're in the hood. They're in the streets, okay? They grew up in the gutter. Surprisingly, though, high loyalty. High loyalty. Submission, it varies. It depends on what type of dude you are. It really depends on what type of dude you are. Depending on what type of dude, but loyalty is actually high with these women. They seem like sluts, but if you're down, she's down. But you got to deal with a lot of madness, okay? This is black women by class. This is the upper class, okay? Upper class. Submission, we're going to do medium. It depends on your money here. You can get a lot more depending on what's going on. But we'll start off here for submission. Loyalty, also here. Okay? Middle class. These are going to be the hyper feminists. She got a degree, possibly a PhD. Feminism has been injected into their very veins. Submission, we going, you know what I'm saying? She's all here to here. Here to here. But loyalty, once the ring come on, actually goes up. Because not a lot of them actually end up getting married. Shockingly, her loyalty could go really high if she gets the ring, because then she's better than everybody. Okay, she don't want to mess this up, but you're always going to get submission from here to here. You're never really going to, at the max, she might go here. Generally speaking, she can be here to here, here to here. Okay, and that's the truth. That's the reality. So if you're going to say everything you're saying, let's just get the record straight.
So there you have it. Baby busted out the whole PowerPoint. She went in depth and in detail about the loyalty level. She had a glossary, which women would be loyal to what man, and the level of loyalty that they would possess, if how much money, you had and you were making per year, and I'm gonna be honest, for the most part, I agree with most of what she said, except for when she got to the bottom with the lower class black women and their loyalty level. Lower class black women, their loyalty level. And I'm saying this from my personal experience, you know what I'm saying? So don't flame me down. I'm just telling you how I feel about this, right? The loyalty level should have been a lot lower. There's a lot of black women are opportunists, man. I'm going to tell you that, man. If you down on your luck and you doing bad, you know what I'm saying? They not going to ride. They going to jump off the boat. You know what I'm saying? They not going to throw you on life preserver, man. You know what I'm saying? They going to go, hypergamy. Ain't that what they call it? Hypergamy? Yeah, that's what they own. But yeah, for the most part, like I stated earlier, yeah, she was spot on. And she took her time out to make that glossary. But what's this say? What say y'all, man? Do you feel that black men should date within their race? Or do you think that love is blind? Love don't have a color line, I know that a lot of other black men will beg to differ. I got homies who they've never dated outside of their race, and they're happily married. And then I know I got some homies who have dated outside of their race, and they're happily married. So what say y'all, man? I know Dr. Umar would disagree, but is love blind, or should black men who come from, like D1 colleges or, make it in the league, should they pass on that generational wealth on to a black woman, or, start a black family? What say y'all, man? Drop it in the comments, man. This is your host, Most the Great, Day Late, Dollar Short News. We out of here.